Hello guys, today we'll be doing an upgrade for infotainment system on the BMW X1 E84 2009 to 2015 model. In front of you is the tools required. We have a plus, we have some ratchets, we have different buckets. And before we do any kind of modification, any kind of disconnection, especially if you're dealing with electricals, it's best to disconnect the battery. So that's what you're going to do right now. So as I said earlier, before you do any electrical, you need to disconnect the battery. So we're going to disconnect the negative terminal. Then from there, we can begin the removal of the trims at the front. The negative terminal is disconnected. Just make sure you put something so that don't short circuit your wires. So this is what we're going to install. This is the infotainment system. Here we have the 10.25 inch screen. I already installed the aux cables. We have DVR, we have aux in, video output. There are two video outputs. We have camera, rear view camera input. Let me just give you guys a good clear view. We have the mic. We have aux in cables. So from that, here we have the power harness. So this we install it to the BMW radio and to the aftermarket. Then we have two USB cables. Here we have the GPS. Here we have the microphone. On this point we have the iDrive controller. And this is just an extension for the DVR camera. So that's all. Here we have this part connects to the iDrive controller, then the iDrive controller connects to the, I believe, yeah, the power harness somewhere here. So now, I think we should start the process. Upgrading the infotainment system, what it involves, will involve removing this trim. Then you are going to remove this. This is the air controls, climate controls. Then the BMW radio. So first we'll start, you need probably these tools. We have the trim tool, although these are not the main tools for removing, but for this project we use this. So we remove this trim. Be very careful you don't break. Yeah, here we go. Slowly by slowly. There you go. Take the process very slowly. Nice. So now to remove this trim, we have two connections here for these buttons. So what you need to do is to remove, there's this clip here. So what we'll do, we'll push this out. So once you have this button removed, the behind clip, you just pull it. It's kind of pretty tight. You just need to pull that out. Wow, just like that. Put this in a safe place. Then we have the trim out, just like that. So after removing the trim and removing this connector to the buttons, so we have to remove the previous aftermarket screen, whereby you just need to remove two tocks. We have one there, I believe it's a 20 millimeter or a 10, probably somewhere like that. Then we have another one here, so we need to screw those. Once you remove the two screws, you remove this upper bit of the previous screen. We have already done that. Then we remove the actual screen, which is this. It just comes out that easily. So once you have removed the upper trim, we now remove this lower part. Actually, you just need to pull it by your hands. You don't need to even use the tool trim. So once you pull this, it comes out. Then make sure you don't break this wire. Just let it just let it lie over there, just like that. Then you have to remove this, the climate control plane. What you actually do, you just pull it from behind. You can use your tools to get a better view on it. These two clips on this side and this side. So after disconnecting the climate control, we have two more clips for the air control, which you need to disconnect here and here. So you need to push this down. Once you push this, then you pull this thing up like that, it comes out similar to this. So you must remember the white one is on the right and the dark one is on the left. So for this also we do the same. Pull this, push this down, then pull the lever like that, and it comes out. So we have this thing out. The next thing is removing the radio, and whereby for the radio we have two screws here and here. Can you see that? Here and here. This one and this one. Okay, where's my tool? Let me try. Let's see. So once you've removed the two screws, just pull this out. It comes out just like that. Then here we have this connection. Let's try see if you can pull this wire. At least you have some slack. So what will happen is this: you just pull it through like that, and this thing comes out. So we have removed the power harness from the radio. This thing, I think it's for more of the antenna of the radio, so we won't remove that as such because I don't think we need that. And for mine does not have optical cable, so we'll leave it as it is. Now we'll try to install the iDrive first, then we'll come back to this later. There you go. So once you have removed the radio part, you remove this gear trim part. So just use your trim tools to remove that. It's easy. You can even move it with your hands like that. So now for this, we want to change the iDrive system, the iDrive control, I mean. And we also remove this gear part. Let's just look at it, how it looks down there. So just make it squeeze very well, like that. So now we want to change from this coin holder to this iDrive control. So what you do, you just unscrew these screws. It's a T20. So it's a T20 stock. What you do. Back option, media, telephone, menu, navigation, radio. Perfect. So we're going to install this back, but before we do that, we need to wire this thing. So this is the cable. We can call it a cable or a wire. So we have these two connections, the black one and the white one. So on the white side, we'll connect it to the iDrive controller. Then this black part will connect it to the power harness. Then the power harness will connect it to the radio, so that the iDrive controller will be feeding controls or commands to the radio. So for that part, we need to, I think you're going to wire it in here, so that we can have a pretty clean wiring. You can say cable management on that side. No? Remember to run the iDrive cable through in, so that you can have, when you're returning the radio and the climate control, everything is okay. So we run it back through here. We have 4 pins. This will go right here. Like that. Then this is the speaker, so we'll connect this speaker to somewhere here. This speaker is for example, you're listening to music while driving. The screen will channel voice through this if you're using navigation. So like I said before, ours does not have the optical cable which goes through here. We would have transferred it to this end. So what we'll do, we'll connect the female part to the male part. goes in pretty well. Make sure it's in all through. Once it's in all through, you pull this lever until you feel the click. So once you've connected the power harness to the original socket that came with the radio, the other end, you now install it to the radio. Okay, once it's in properly, you close it with this lever. We have the USB gone through the glove box. So we connect the Android system. Like so. So the GPS is all in. So we connect this end. Let's start with the USB first. This one. Connect it here. Like that. Insert it all in. Then connect this. Like that. Then we push all these wires in so that the screen can sit there. So now our next step will be we want to test this thing about what is story.
Oh jamaa ana talent anaangalia.
My friend, and iDrive is working like perfect. So here we have the Android, you can click back.
In home.
In home, up and home.
In the home page. So you are navigating through the home page.
Okay, let me just check dashboard. 8 liters.
Hivi nakupa hizo specifications za stickers hiyo.
Oh, ilikuwa niambia itakuwa okay, this is good.
No passenger.
Handbrake iko pulled. 18 degrees Celsius.
Nje. Uko na 8 liters.
Naweza ngurumisha gari?
Kwa nini usingurumisha? My friend. Iko top. Sasa uje kitu yambaki ni urembo tu.
Na nimesema milango ngapi? 3 zimefunguka.
Moja imefungwa hii hapa.
If I press on, ignite.
Iko in tandem na hii.
So we have routed the mic cable and the GPS cable in here, then through the steering to this side, then up to this call it just a door hinge towards here. So you have the antenna here. You stick the antenna to this place, and you have the mic at this place. So now we'll focus on returning all this stuff in.